goes at him, said you ain't my daddy no more. Called him a 304 because he took back one of her cars, and he did finally explain why he took back the car. I think it was an $80,000 Benz, and it was pink. And then, when people get mad, they tell you how they feel. She's like, well, I didn't even like the color. He bought me a car, and I ain't like the color. And he explained, that's why I don't take one half of the story and run off with it. I gotta hear both halves of the stories. But basically, he said she made it seem like he took the car back when she left Atlanta to go help her sick mother. All right? And that's why he took the car back. And she went on this rant like how you a 304 and don't know 304 blood running my veins, so you ain't my daddy. I'm my mama's baby. My mama, blood run through my veins. And she go on this big tirade on social media and all this stuff to blast him or whatever. And like I said before, dude, women are emotional. They act out of emotion, and when they mad, they angry, they gonna tell you how they exactly feel about you. So don't ignore that as just, oh, she was being emotional. That's for any person. Anybody that's mad and angry and they say something about you, they feel that way. Don't sit here and just say, oh, they were just saying it, they didn't really mean it, she didn't really mean it, or whatever like that. No, she meant it, and that's how she feels. Now, apparently, Boosie was the parent that was there. He responded, and he basically said, when your mama wasn't there, when she was in and out of jail, I think he said she been in and out of jail 12 times, and, that's just let people know about the type of person that you with. That, for the first 3 years of the girl Tori's life, I think her name was Tori, she called another woman mother, and that they took care of her, and she excelled under his household, and he take care of all his kids. But then, the mama basically put him on child support, so he took the car back to her. Now, it wasn't just because, according to him, that she put him on child support. It was because he felt like the daughter, they colluded against him, that the daughter was in on it too. So that's why he took her car away, because he felt like, her and the mama did that. And like I said before, these women are money hungry, bro. That's what it boiled down to. These women are money hungry. Then he said the mama letting a 19-year-old boy stay there with her 15-year-old daughter. But guess what? CPS ain't gonna come over there. The state not gonna take custody of the daughter back away. The state not gonna say, well, she did good with Boosie and she should go back with Boosie. Hell no. Even if it wasn't Boosie. That's why I tell you, the game is rigged against men. And a lot of men is choosing not to play the game no more. They choosing not to have kids. Look at Keke Palmer on my other channel. Check it out, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Yo, that video should be up, and I'm explaining to y'all why Keke Palmer did Darius Jackson like that. It ain't no mystery no more, bro. With the internet, you got all the information that you need. These women got so many hustles just beyond child support. It's crazy. And naturally, a child is gonna side with their mother. Mark my words. But especially if she always in the air. But the absentee parent is always the hero, because it's the mystery of what it would be like to be over there. This is why I tell y'all, man, from my experience, kind of being a stepfather, a stepmother, man, it's not for the faint of heart. It really ain't. It's too many components that you can't even see coming, bro. It really is. And one of the components of it is the mystery of the other parent, mostly the father, going to stay with the father, seeing what that's like, not wanting to live under the house rules and wanting to jump back and forth between houses and stuff. And they always think the grass is greener on the other side. In this situation, even though it's biological parents, it's the same thing. Her mom then got in her ear, then turned her against Boosie. Talking about we could split the child support, we gonna get a whole bunch of money, and we could do that, do this, that, and the third. And the girl 15 years old, so he was like, nah. Everything I did for you and we looked out for you, you gonna be with her. But then again, that's her mama. The mother always gets sympathy that the father never gets. The father don't get the credit until the father is dead on his sick bed, or, you know, in a position of you know, a weakness or something like that, or, you know, whatever. So he ain't there no more. That's what it is. You know, and you talking about being a father is a tough job, because it's a thankless job. Because if you out there on your mission, you get in the bag, you trying to build something, they ain't giving you credit. Remember that episode where the dude said, well, I pay all, Ayana, whatever that Ayana show is, I pay all the bills and my wife ain't got to do nothing. And then his kids was like, well, you was never there, and we felt a certain type of way. And his kids basically was saying that he was never there. Like I said before, it's a lose-lose type of job until you dead. Then they want to appreciate you and love you. I mean, you see that all the time. You see that all the time with parents and shit, with dads. You know, you don't even know a chick on social media got a dad. When her dad gets sick or die, then you hear about all the great things that he did. But when he alive outside of Father's Day, you lucky on Father's Day, you don't hear nothing about it. Like I said, and then you add the stepdad in front of the dad, man, it's very, very a thankless job. You basically out here doing charity. You out here doing charity. And what you get in return? A little bit of punani? Ain't worth it, bro. You get punani, you can go pay $40 and get the same punani, and when you want it, without the emotional attachment, without spending the money on the family, and all that stuff. So that being a father is a thankless job, bro. And I feel like a lot of boys that turn teenagers, that turn to men, they figure that out. And I think they figure out how tough it really is, how you got to provide and, you know, balance time. When women can pretty much, with them being, you know, in a relationship or being married to the government, they always got a safety net. For men, ain't no safety net. You know, for her to get on social media, these kids is just being too grown and disrespectful, bro. Ain't no way I would call my parents out in any shape, form, or fashion publicly like that. And some people don't, and some women gonna egg her on because they don't like Boosie, but don't know on how many levels that's disrespectful. You cut the biggest resource and the most plentiful resource off to your life, listening to your mama that's in and out of jail allegedly. All these women are money hungry, bro. All of them. Especially the sex workers, the OnlyFans workers, and all that type of stuff. All them are you know, especially them. Especially the single mothers, even the married women, they money hungry too. They waiting for the right time when to pull out the relationship and hop to the next one, a lot of them. Unless a lot of them too old and it's the best they can do. It's crazy. You know, and the amount of disrespect in that post for somebody even to give you an $80,000 car and you 15 years old, and then you talking about, well, I don't like the color of it. It's just like, okay. Boosie, go ahead and explain his side of the story and leave it at that. And what's so funny is when these very same women, they do all this popping off at the mouth, and even grown women, they do all this popping off at the mouth and say how they don't need you, and then they got to come back with their tail between their legs talking about how they need you. And some of these women want to try to just give you some punani as a peace offering rather than say, I'm sorry or I was wrong. No. Y'all got to stop putting punani on a pedestal, bro. Real talk. Y'all got to stop putting that on the pedestal. The abundance of it, it's like 5-to-1, bro. And don't get me like you got the women that don't like it. All of the women secretly love it. Trust me. So y'all got to stop putting that joint on the pedestal. It's not a gift. It's not a Father's Day gift. It's not a birthday gift. It's not a peace offering. No, I want to hear you say I apologize like Anita Baker or I'm sorry, Daddy. One or the two. I was wrong. And if you can't say that, man, get down, get on. Cause they do all that popping off and all that emotional shit, run their mouth and stuff, and then, you know, then they peace offering this punani. No, it's the same punani on Thursday as it was on Monday. If not, kick your ass to the curb. But, you know, in his situation, he explained himself, and, you know, that child support a motherfucker. And people don't, and a lot of people don't understand that, you know, a nice majority of that money going to the state. She knew Boosie wasn't gonna give her no money, and the money Boosie was just giving to his daughter, she probably was giving some of her to her mama. He said that the little girl wasn't just saying that when she was going on a shopping spree in Atlanta. He just had her on the shopping spree. So she threw all that away for some child support, and she gonna find out real quick how that woman gonna finesse her and how it ain't gonna add up. But hey, check out the Real 101 playlist, check out the Music Entertainment playlist, hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. You can find me everywhere from Twitter, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine, Spotify. Check my other channel out, Free Game 89. Links in the description. And it's in the link tree, FR33 Game 89. Peace.